Welcome to the Hot Pass Podcast. We're switching up the intro. If you guys have been listening to the audio podcast all the time, we go a little, hey, how's it going? Hey there, pal. Welcome to the Hot Pass Podcast. Nah. We're switching it up a little bit. We're just going to dive right in. We're going to have a little bit of music. You're going to be shaking. You're going to be grooving and moving your booty to the intro, and then we just dive right in, okay? Currently, Sunday, watching the Ravens and Kansas City game at 17-7 with 3 minutes left. It could be absolute chaos. Something crazy could happen. This is why we're recording it right now, just so we can do the podcast, go over to my buddy's place, watch the fucking Lions game, and then his dad's team's left, because obviously the Kansas City Chiefs are just going to win every time, and we're going to have to deal with this forever, and they're going to be great forever, and then we're just going to have to all be miserable unless you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan. So welcome to the Hot Pass Podcast. If it's your first time listening, officially, the podcast has reached Singapore now. So we got Singapore listeners, shouts out to you. We got Brussels, shouts out to you. Finland and Australia, shouts out. Okay? We're going worldwide. Mr. Worldwide. We have something to talk about Mr. Worldwide in a little bit. Okay? It involves the Daytona 500, but we'll get there in a second. Okay? So welcome to the podcast. Don't forget to share and rate the pod at all times. Just give me feedback too. I'm smacking the microphone. We're talking with our hands. This is a great time. Okay? I'm excited for what's coming. The next weekend is the Busch Clash race. We're going to talk about that and some info that we've gotten on that. And then the Daytona 500 is in, I think, the recording this podcast, 21 days on Monday morning. When you guys are listening to this, it'll be 20 days. We are locked in, baby. Locked in. We've also got a lot of recording coming up this week. I'm going to have to pre-record a lot of stuff for you guys for the Daytona Speed Week. So you guys have an episode every single day leading up to the Daytona 500. I'm very excited for this. Holy crap. Lamar Jackson's going... Lamar Jackson. I don't know why I thought Michael Jackson. But Lamar Jackson is running the ball like a motherfucker. Let's go. So let's just dive right into the goddamn podcast. I hope you guys have been listening to the Friday Morning Betting Podcast. That's available every Friday morning. Monday morning podcast. We have an emergency podcast coming out every once in a while as well. Tuesday or Wednesday. I might even come out with it on Wednesday because Tuesday at midnight is the Full Speed docuseries coming out on Netflix. I'm going to be watching the whole thing, but I'm going to give you guys, I think, the day to watch it, and then I'll come out with the breakdown on Wednesday, so there's no spoilers. You guys have the opportunity to watch all 5 episodes, or at least a couple, and then I'll just have a spoiler alert on the podcast, just so you guys aren't spoiled by shit, okay? So let's just dive right into that. We got a little bit of news, okay? Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide, okay? Part owner of Trackhouse Racing, is going to be the fucking the pre-race. Oh, there's a big play. We're just watching the football game here. What happened? 4th and 5, 2.5 minutes left. It's getting real for Baltimore here. You guys gonna go for it? What are we doing? Why are you taking him off the field? What's happening here? Interesting. Okay, back to it. Pitbull is going to be the pre-race concert for the Daytona 500. Unbelievable. Mr. Worldwide. We're going worldwide. And you know what? Michael Jordan's probably sitting at home and LeBron going, God damn it. Why can't I sing? I can't go up there. You know what we need? We need Michael Jordan. We need Michael Jordan to end up there's just so much going on in this game right now. They're going for a field goal. So Justin Tucker was causing a lot of shit before the game. Insane. But Michael Jordan should just have a basketball game on pit road. That's what'll make it even bigger than what Pitbull's doing. Pitbull, absolute dog. He's a crowd pleaser. Big field goal just made by Baltimore right there. Can they get the onside kick? Can they stop them, go down, get a touchdown, and get a 2-point conversion and win the game? That would be insane. Anyways, there's so much going on, and I'm out of breath. It's hot in here. I got no hat on because I'm sweating, but I have a sweater and a NASCAR tee on. That's how fucking crazy I am. I'm wearing jeans, socks. My feet aren't touching the ground. If you listened to the podcast before, we need a different chair because my feet don't touch the ground. I'm a child. I feel vulnerable. Somebody walks into the room. I can't get up. I can't get up. I'm a child, baby. But I'm like really excited for that Pitbull, but like, and then people have been complaining about Machine Gun Kelly at the Busch Clash race. I will get into that in a sec. But I think that's great, man. What Trackhouse is doing for just advertisement, I think is fantastic for their team. He's going to be shouting out Trackhouse, all this stuff. Daytona 500 is the first race of the year. Everybody's going to be watching, right? New eyes, and you're going to have Pitbull there. I think that's fantastic for them, man. fantastic. And he's just a crowd pleaser, and they really do have a shot of winning the Daytona 500. Like Ross won at Talladega 2 years ago. He's always running in front. I feel like at the beginning of the race, he always gets caught up later on in the middle of the field. But it'll be very, very, very interesting because like if Pitbull does the pre-race concert, right? Then you get him, Ross or Daniel Suarez winning the fucking race. Holy mother of God, Trackhouse. Huge. But at the same time, I'm biased because I like Trackhouse. I like what they're doing. I like their branding. I personally think that their shirts and everything need to get a little oomph, okay? Because I will go to their hauler. The people at the hauler are fantastic. Shouts out to them. There was a lady and a guy we talked to for like 30 minutes or whatever at the Trackhouse hauler at Watkins Glen. Fantastic people. Shouts out them. Great people. But they also, like a lot of teams other than Junior Motorsports, need oomph in their t-shirts, and we'll talk about that all the time because until they do it, I'm going to keep touching on it. And it's not something I'm going to be complaining about, the racing on the track. We'll do that too at some point, but I don't want to be negative Nancy about everything going on in NASCAR because everybody has something to complain about. So anyways, we're going to continue on. There's something I heard today. I think I saw Parker Kligerman on his Instagram talk about it. We're getting a thing of water here. Just 1 second. Parker Kligerman was talking about it on his Instagram. Yeah. That the fact that at Watkins Glen, the turn one, if you guys haven't seen it, it's a big 90-degree turn, and people are taking way off the track and then running people off and everything like that. They're talking about putting like maybe like a barrier or like a line saying you can't go past this. I would love to see a absolute physical barrier. A physical barrier that like you could fucking slam into. I want to see chaos in that corner because it'll make it more interesting if they do put a line. Maybe not a wall. I mean, I feel like that's a little egregious and like people are going to just purposely run because if you haven't seen that turn, I've seen it in person. Holy shit, it's a turn. Like they're coming downhill. So at the Watkins Glen, they're up at the top of the hill at the pit boxes, and then they come down and they just fucking send it in there, and it's immediately everybody's on the brakes and then hard 90-degree turn. It's actually kind of wild that when you see it in person that they fucking send it in there, and then that's what happened when the Xfinity race and absolute chaos happened or whatever, and then Sheldon Creed was in the lead, and then Sam Mayer wins, blah, 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 right? Chaos. So if they have a line, like I think Parker said in F1, they do the same thing where they have like a physical line that says like you can't go out there. And I think if you do go out there, I've seen a couple of races, if you do go out there and you increase your spot, you'll get penalized. And then you'll have to like, I think in F1 you go back a couple spots or whatever. You have to give that spot back, which is kind of crazy. Because at least in NASCAR there's so many more cars and like the momentum is insane. So if like you just give up a spot and let off the gas, you're losing more than just one spot. So anyways, I think it'll be very interesting. I think it just makes it more fair, but it makes it more intense, more chaotic. And if you guys know me, come to anybody, really, not even if you just know me. I'm going to Watkins Glen like every fucking year. It's like 4 hours from my place, upstate New York, in the foothills. It's gorgeous. I really do think that it's probably one of the gorgeous tracks I've ever seen in my life. Like I go to Michigan all the time. It's a desolate land of just nothing there, no trees, great track, great racing. I'm on the infield. There's trees outside the track, but the majority of it is just a fucking sun-beaten hell. Like, there's no way you should be camping in a tent. You got to have AC. You got to have a generator because it is going to be cooking you. Now, Watkins Glen, absolutely gorgeous. So, if you guys need to go. Everybody needs to go to Watkins Glen. I'll tell you right now, it's not like where I'm going to Vegas and you can't bring booze into the stands. Shout out Wendell from Herb Transport fucking telling me that you can't bring. I'm like, okay, I was going to bring a whole Yeti cooler. I guess not. So now it just saves me a couple $100 probably from bringing that down and possibly losing it in a whole fucking ordeal. You know, ADHD. ADHD's through the roof right now, dude. There's a football game going on. I'm trying to get this done so I can go over to my buddy's place, have a couple beers, come back, and react to everything that's going on. Yeah, man, Watkins Glen, shouts out. Turn one limits, fantastic idea. Depends on what you guys do, because somehow NASCAR finds a way to fuck it all up all the time. So I think it'd be a great idea for them to do such a thing. So next thing, okay, I came out. We're gonna touch on my social media right now. Shouts out to myself for putting a great video out this week on my social media at @furlongeric_ on everything. I made a vintage NASCAR jacket video, and people love that shit. I just cut it up, tried on the 4 jacket. I think it's like a 4 jackets. I got a Dale Senior one. 1 sec, I'm just watching this final play. Patrick Mahomes to fucking. Well, game over. Big first down for the Kansas City Chiefs, baby. It's 2:07 right now. They're going to run the clock down. 2-minute warning. Game over. Boom. I got a Dale Senior jacket. I have a Jeff Gordon jacket. And I've got 2 Tony Stewart jackets. Now, the Tony Stewart jacket, the orange Home Depot jacket, it's the 1 year that Tony Stewart was driving for a Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. And then he left, bought into Haas Racing, and created Stewart Haas Racing. It's 1 year. People were all over it, man. People were like, where'd you fucking find that? I think I got it on eBay. For like $100 Canadian. Insanely cheap. Go check it out on my social media. That thing is that fucking pops. And I've got like Sarah Hughes Dunk highs that I wear with that, and some blue jeans. Baby. There's going to be more videos when the weather gets a little bit better here that I can like go in depth outside and wear it outside, put on some nice fresh kicks. It's sunny outside and gorgeous. I'll make more videos like that in the future. But if you guys like vintage NASCAR shit, any like jackets or t-shirts or hats, that's my fucking domain, baby. We talk a lot of stupid shit on here. We talk a little dumb shit. We get a little off track, but that's what I'm here for. And you guys maybe like it. I think a lot of you guys like it because I have ADHD to the max, and we swim all over the place. But we try and keep on track because I have notes, right? So anyways, vintage NASCAR shit, that's my shit. I love doing those videos, and shouts out to you guys that have came out and said that you guys like that material. So I'm going to keep it coming. We're always on the hunt for more vintage NASCAR shirts and jackets, mainly all over print shirts. And shouts out to anybody that fucking DMs me. I've had people DM me and give me offers on the shirts that they have and shit. Buy a couple. But if you guys were on my Instagram feed, it's all NASCAR shit. NASCAR, and then for some reason you get a fucking set of tits, and you go like this. Why? Why are you here? Well, because I scrolled past a set of boobs and stopped for literally 0.001% of the time, and then I continued on, and then all of a sudden now all it is boobs. What are we doing? Why are you doing that to me? You trying to get me in trouble with my lady? I do it myself. I was trying to record this before, and she walked in, and I tried to explain that I got to go to my buddy's place, and kind of started an argument. I was trying to record this. Boom. I do it to myself. I don't need Instagram and like Twitter and shit, or X or whatever, and TikTok fucking getting me in trouble. I didn't even do anything. I didn't do anything wrong. Lock me up. I don't believe it. I'm sweating like a motherfucker in here, dude. Wish I could have the fan on higher, but you guys would hear it in the background. Oh. Well, guys, I'm just going to slow it down. Seems like there's a Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl ring coming again. Unless the 49ers or the Lions can have our back and save us. Please, God, save us. Anyways, let's get into the next thing. So the other day, I bought, you know what, we're going to get into the battery car. So I don't know too much info on it. But there's, you probably didn't like that. But there's a battery car that's getting tested or whatever. I talked about it on, I think it was Wednesday's podcast, that I was going to talk about this. That there is a battery car being, just trying to find it. A car that's getting tested. I think it's at Martinsville right now. That is battery. It runs on a battery. I'm having a fucking dyslexic ass moment right now. Can't even talk words. And supposedly it's I think it's like a tenth or two off of like a gas powered vehicle, and now people are up in arms. Like, dude, holy shit! Like, they better not fucking replace them. They ain't replacing shit, dude. They're not going to replace. And if they do, you're an idiot. Gas-powered vehicles for fucking ever, okay? But you got to have a different series. You have to create another fucking series, and the Chiefs one. You have to have a whole different series for this, man. You can't be fucking replacing it. Now, I've seen what Bob Bacra said, and a couple other people have said that these electric cars, they're going to be debuting at the Busch Clash race next weekend. And it's just, I think they're just kind of want to test them, show the performance, and they're probably going to have, I would think, another series years down the road. But like, there's a lot more electric cars in the stores, right? And in the stores, and a lot of people are being able to like relate to what, because back in the day, how NASCAR started, if you guys don't know, NASCAR started on, what was it? Like what one on Sunday, you buy on Monday, right? And now it's like, you're not doing that. They're not making Camaros after, this year or whatever. And then the Mustang they're still making and shit. And then the Camrys, obviously, but like, there's a lot more electric cars being sold. So if you buy an electric car, you can't really relate to it on track. But if you have a whole other series that say you own an electric car, and then, oh, there's my electric car that's fucking being raced, boom, you can go watch that shit. So I think it's a great idea. But if they ever think about replacing those, oh, you're an idiot. And I honestly would not be shocked. Would not be shocked at NASCAR. So I think that's great. And they've been racing. I think they raced like 300 miles or something like that at Martinsville, 400 miles. David Reagan, I think, drove it or something like that. If I'm not mistaken, I may be wrong. You guys can correct me in the comments. But I think that's a great idea for them. The fact that it's already like almost as fast as the Cup Series cars. Ooh, shit. Now, would I be watching it all the time? Would I put money on it? Probably not. Would I put money on it? Maybe. If it raced good and I wanted to have, a little bit of fun with it, then maybe sure. But it's not even thought about now, because it'll be probably years down the road when they ban selling gas cars. Shouts to California to be idiots, and Canada doing the same fucking thing. You guys are ding dongs. But we're not going to go down that road. How about that? So let's touch on this dumb shit. So we'll talk about this, and then we're going to go to probably the last thing or whatever for this podcast, and then I'm going to peace out and then go watch this fucking Lions game. So at the Busch Clash race, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention. So the Busch Clash race is this coming weekend. They have, I think it's, let me just double check. They had the four qualifying heat races in practice on Saturday, this coming Saturday, right? They originally announced that there was going to be no fans allowed in the stands. I don't know exactly what the price is for this race, but on average, I think the ticket prices are like $200-$300 for the whole weekend experience at a NASCAR race, right? I think these got to be like the Chicago race where they're like $700-$800, I think, and they were going to let you in on Sunday only for the one race. That's it. That's fucking nuts, dude. So, and it blew the fuck up all over social media. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. I just wanted to wait because I wanted to fill up some time on the podcast. That people were fucking losing their minds. Man, I'm flying across the country. I paid a fuck ton of money for these fucking tickets. Like, how dare you? You guys should have told us beforehand. I wouldn't have even gone. And then NASCAR bowed the fuck down because we're goddamn G's. Okay? And we were like, fuck you, you sons of bitches. We want fucking Saturday. So then they bowed down. They got on their knees and we stuck it in them. Okay? We stuck it in them. We told them how it is. It's getting a little disgusting. We're going to move on. So they're allowing everybody in for free on Saturday, which I think is fantastic. You want new eyes on the fucking... I think this is even a better idea. It was the worst idea I've ever seen. Fucking not saying, like, you can't say, oh yeah, you can't, like, nobody can come in. That's the fucking dumbest shit I've ever heard. So now you're saying free on Saturday? Amazing. They get 4 heat races. They get practice. They get the festivities outside the track. I think that's a fantastic idea. Because first off, everything's expensive as a motherfucker in LA. Something's free. People are going, oh my God, free. Now, thank God this race is in San Francisco. We do have LA where there's a lot of homeless people. San Francisco, homeless people will be like zombies walking in, taking over. Can't have that. So, like, let's check people at the door. Say, hey, whoa, settle down. NASCAR jacket people come in. If you are wearing no pants, you can't come in. No pants, no shirt, you can't come in. Now, there's a lot of rednecks that wear a lot of no shirts at NASCAR races, but this is LA. We have to check them at the door, okay? So I think this is a fantastic idea. I think they're going to get a lot more presence on Saturday. I'd be like saying if I go to Michigan or the girlfriend and I go to Watkins Glen, you'd be like, oh yeah, Saturday you can't come in. What? I paid fucking $200 Canadian for a ticket all weekend. Oh, now you're just saying I can't come in. There'd be an uproar. There'd be some rednecks with firearms fucking losing their minds. So I think that this is a great idea for them. And they're learning their fucking lesson. Barring people from Saturday makes no sense. So we'll move on. And so that'll be, I think, Sunday. I don't know what day, or sorry, not what day, what time that you can, or whatever. I'm distracted because the dog fucking scratched the goddamn door, but I can't remember what time the race is at on Sunday, but we'll figure it out. I'll let you guys know at some point this week or whatever. I don't want to have to Google it right now. So, but this Saturday heat race is psyched. I can't remember if Xfinity's there. I don't think so because that's a lot of driving for them. But I'm excited for it. I don't put a lot of money on the Busch Clash race because I think it's like the odds are terrible. And people, if you guys haven't seen it and seen it on my Instagram, I shared like I think it was Ty Gibbs or Christopher Bell. He got turned by a driver and he was doing half decent. And when people kept just bumped out of the way and turned around, and like Bubba Wallace got from Austin Dillon last year, they're all just like, we're having fun. Got to keep telling ourselves we're having fun. And I'm like, no, but none of the drivers like this race. It's fucking kind of dumb in my opinion. But I think it's great for new exposure for those people that aren't into the racing. I think that's why having it free on Saturday is fucking fantastic. But we should be switching it up, I think, personally. But also, Born and Raised. If you guys don't know Born and Raised, I just remembered this now. Born and Raised is a clothing brand from LA. I think they're doing a collab with NASCAR. They've had, like, out front of the LA Coliseum, they've had, like, a Toyota Camry with Born and Raised all over in the NASCAR Cup Series shit. They've been posting. I've been a fan of Born and Raised. Go check them out. Born X Raised on social media. Shouts out Sponto. Rest in peace. Fucking, they had like a big collab with Nike earlier on in the year, and they had a sneaker that just went fucking crazy. The clothing went crazy, everything, la-di-da-di-da. I follow them for years, and if they have clothing come out, now I don't think they are, but if they did, I haven't seen anything, and that would be fucking amazing. That I think that reaches a whole new brand, like, or a whole different style of person. I'm hitting the microphone, I'm talking with my hands. They have like 500,000 followers on Instagram or whatever. I don't know about like X or TikTok or anything like that, but mainly they're on Instagram. And that touches a whole fan base of like a young generation like me, 27 and younger, even like in their 30s and stuff, that focus on what they look like, right? And how, and we all know how we, like, everybody likes the vintage NASCAR jackets. We talked about it earlier and all this stuff. Like, these people are high into fashion. If we can get those people wearing their stuff, coming to the races, show that it's a friendly atmosphere. You can drink beer. Like, probably LA, you can't bring their fucking own beers in because that'd be chaos. But you can bring your own beers into a lot of the tracks. I understand a lot of them are far away from LA, but willing to travel. I think it's a huge move. And NASCAR is not fucking stupid. Like, NASCAR can be stupid in certain directions, right? But like, to team up with Born and Raised, they're obviously not stupid. They know what the young kids are following, and shouts out to Born and Raised. If they come out with fucking clothing, I am comping a motherfucking bag on that bitch. Okay. And then I want to talk about this as like a last little fucking thing. Okay. So I wear like a lot of like interesting shit. We talked about it on the podcast earlier on last week that I bought some sneakers. Now, I go to hockey Friday nights. Then me and my friends would go to the restaurant or whatever and have some beers and some food after. Now, I'm wearing like a camo sweater. I got some blue jeans on, and I've got my cherry Jordan 12s on. If you don't know them, go check them out. I might even pop it up on the video. We're about to leave. We're all joking, having a great time. And I stand up. My buddy goes, "Hey, man, what the fuck is on your feet? They look goofy." I go, "You look goofy." He goes, "Hey, man, you can't be wearing camo looking white as fuck up top, and then all of a sudden on your toes, you're black." I went, "I can be whatever I want to be. I can be black all over the place. I can do whatever I want, baby. Fucking Jordans, boom. We're mixing up our own style. That's what NASCAR's all about. You guys want to fucking look like a goof? Fucking go look like a goof. You can wear a fucking polo, like a fucking little polo. You pull it over your shirt. You look like a fucking weirdo. Because I'm not gonna lie. Like, I got my own style. I look a little funky sometimes when I go out. I'm wearing like all NASCAR shit all the fucking time, and nobody in Canada fucking wears all NASCAR shit. But I can tell you right now, I'm the coolest person on the block. My own opinion. You guys see me on social media, I'm always wearing something NASCAR. Like right now, I wanted to wear my NASCAR tee in the middle of winter, so I put it over a sweater. So I wore it out today because I want to show off that I'm fucking big NASCAR guy. People go, oh, that's a sick tee, man. And then I just want to tell them, yeah, and I'm a NASCAR fan. And then sometimes I do tell them that, and they go, what the fuck? Why? All they do is turn left. We're rambling on here, but yeah, I fucking wear whatever I want, and I just pop on some cool sneaks, and I'm fucking sick with it, dude. So just remember, just be your fucking self. Wear whatever you want. You want to wear Crocs, or you want to wear Crocs or like open-toed sandals with jeans on at the beach and a shirt off. Be that guy. I might fucking look at you weird, but be that guy. I see a lot of that at the Canadian beaches. If y'all live in Canada, you know what I'm talking about, brother. But yeah, just be your fucking self. So on that note, we have been rambling on because I am so just excited to have racing happening. And I'm running out of topics to fucking talk about at this point. We need racing because, and then Full Speed's going to happen this week. And we're going to be fucking just pulling teeth at Super Bowl week to be able to talk about shit. So I'm going to have to pre-record a bunch of stuff just to be able to fill time for you guys. And I'm not going to be just rambling on. You guys are going, good God, I can't listen to this guy anymore. The season's coming. We're going to have stuff to talk about. Okay? So shouts out to you guys. All right? Remember, follow me on all my social media at @FurlongEric_. Also, like and rate the podcast. I'm going to try and get this up on YouTube as well. If I can fucking work that out. And then we've got the Clash this week, and we got Full Speed coming out on Netflix this week. The Daytona 500 is going to be 19 days on the day you guys listen to this away. We have Truck Series coming up then that weekend. Xfinity. We got the dual races as well. That Daytona 500 Speed Week. So we got lots coming up. Stay tuned. Shouts out to everybody listening all over the world, and even if you're close to me or live in America, shouts out to you guys for listening. I appreciate all the support, and we've got plenty more big things to be coming up. Yeah, so enjoy your week. You'll hear from me probably Wednesday morning, and then Friday morning, lots of betting content coming up on the Busch Clash race. That'll probably be a short one, but nonetheless, you'll hear from me this week. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a good week. See you.